As the combat in Crimson Desert is shaping up to be even better than we experienced at launch, I want to take the time to have a conversation about what changes Pearl Abyss could make to take the combat to its fullest potential. Because even though it's great, it's not perfect. Yet. Now before I even start, I want you to get in the comments right now, and before you even hear what I have to say, let me know what changes or improvements you would want to see to Crimson Desert's combat. Because it does seem like Pearl Abyss is listening, so you never know. Now I want to get into not being able to swap between every weapon. For example, to my knowledge, there's no way to swap from spear to longsword, from longsword to bare hands, or from bare hands to spear. You get the idea. It, however, was really refreshing to see that throwing your sword in dual wield is now actually a way to swap from dual wield to sword and shield. Another thing that I think could elevate the combat is seamless character switching mid-combat. There was a game that I used to play called Rise of the Ronin, and it allowed you to swap between characters mid-combat. It didn't matter if the other character was being attacked or in an attack animation of their own. You could swap at any moment, allowing you to string together combo sequences between multiple characters. And you might think, well, that's a whole nother game. That's not Crimson Desert, and that's fair. But I want you to look at something. Now I think that all my combo heads immediately see the potential here. As you can see, this is proof that seamless character switching mid-combat would actually be possible in Crimson Desert. But the thing that's holding it back is that Pearl Abyss put a lock on swapping characters when the game enters a combat state. So right now, I am not in a combat state, and I can freely swap between characters. But look what happens as soon as we enter the combat state. There is now a lock on swapping between characters, even though my companion is not being attacked or anything. So I think with this lock lifted, we could take the combat to a whole new level. Now an improvement I would love to see is a more seamless melee to ranged combat flow. Currently, going from melee to ranged can feel a little bit clunky and unresponsive. For example, look what happens if I shoot an arrow and I want to do a heavy attack afterwards. The issue here is that the game registers this as L2 plus R2, causing you to do a whole different attack than intended, resulting in a clunky experience. As long as you keep holding or pressing R2 after pressing L2, L2 will remain buffered, even though I let go of it a long time ago. This means that you can't seamlessly go from melee to ranged and from ranged back to melee. Now, as you can tell, I kept the video short because I don't want the game to be shaped towards my personal preferences. And like I said at the beginning, I'd love to continue the conversation in the comment section. So again, let me know what changes you want to see in the comment of Crimson Desert. Well, that about wraps it up for today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.